get that going on as well. Yo, Moon Music, what up with you? You say, yo, Big Act, what do you say to the people who say you're on Cardi B payroll? She promotes gang banging as well. I'm not on Cardi B's payroll, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I do think that Cardi B seems to be, at least for me, again, I treat people how they treat me. Cardi B is someone who, honestly, I think she's more friendly to the media. Again, that's not being on someone's payroll. Nicki's someone who I know as, well, just my experience with her. She's operated like she's better than everybody else. She don't need you. You need her. She's above the fray. And when you do that, especially when people are in new media, like, they're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Again, I always tell people, like, before, like, me and Cardi have, like, reasonable conversations these days. Shit, even if sometimes she hears something I say, she disagrees, she'll send me, like, voice notes, and she'll be like, remember I was like, yo, Cardi, you dead wrong for talking about, you Cardi B, and, like, you could upgrade over Offset. No, you can't. Stop playing. No, you can't. Stop playing. And we had a conversation about that, and she even admitted, she said, you know, I shouldn't have said that, because I'm not trying to embarrass my husband. I said, yeah, that's how you should do. You shouldn't be embarrassing your husband. But that's completely different than, like, the relationship. I don't know how other people have relationships with Nicki. From what I've heard, Nicki just wants a bunch of barbs, which means robots that will just agree with her on everything. You might think I'm Team Cardi because I could agree with some of the shit she says and then disagree with it. With Nicki, I don't even know what the fuck, honestly. And I'm gonna be honest with you too. You see, Cardi comes from this, like, new age social media artist era. Nicki still come from the era, like, Nicki and Meek are two peas in a pod. You know why Meek hasn't adjusted to this era? Meek is a nigga who still thinks he's too good for everybody. Like, on some real shit. Like, put it like this. Yo, Pluto, you're not getting in here, boy. Let me give you an example. Offset. Bro, Offset's a huge artist. Bro, he's a legendary artist. Offset humbled himself. Wore no jewelry, no nothing. Went to Kai's house. Oh, okay, this is what like, my potential fans are into. They love Kai. Went to Kai's house, spent 24 hours there. Went completely into his world. Yo, I got the PS5. What's up? We about to... Yo, he didn't act like a rapper, like, bro, just treat me like I'm the shit. It's like, yo, okay, I'm here. Let's fucking do it. Bro, that's the difference with new age. And I think the new age rappers they don't have a high horse. Like, old age rappers, they look down on anything media or anything that's not them. They actually believe the music industry only exists because of them. Do you get what I mean? Like, Offset, like play this. All right, let me just use Offset and Meek. And I'm not trying to use Meek as a beating stick or none in terms of my arguments, but I'm just trying to show you about mentality. Could you imagine Meek just kind of, like, which, this is why I'm always shocked. I see him kind of, like, strip down his ego for the billionaires. But could you see Meek going to Kai's crib and fucking just having a good old time with him with practical jokes for like 24 hours, and niggas is taking pictures of him sleeping and they doing dance battle? Bro, you can't see it, bro. You can't see it. You know you can't see it. Let's be honest. You know you can't see it. So, again, now, granted, you could, sometimes you're that type of artist where maybe you don't need to do it. Like, for example, Future don't need to do that. Like, I can't see Future doing it neither, but Future don't need it. But this is where I find the difference between a Cardi B and, like, a Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj still comes from that era where everybody's supposed to be at her feet, like, you know, bowing and praising. I think Cardi at least tries to deal with those people, whether it be influencers, reactors, news pages, this and third, that at least makes it feels like she's more down to earth. Now, granted, it could be all like a fucking a facade. But here's the thing, she's playing the game. Like Offset. Offset's probably playing the game by going to Kai's. You're playing the game. Nigga got 100,000 viewers constantly. It is what it is, right? Yeah, somebody said new age rappers act like humans. I'm telling you, old age rappers, bro, what I mean old age is like, a lot of the rappers that came before like 2012, they just view themselves as stars, and they would never like even step out of that comfort zone to like put themselves on any other level. Anyway, somebody said Nicki don't need to play the game. You're right. No, hold on. High speeds up. You're right. She don't need to play the game. But here's also what happens when you don't play the game. Now, when you have this shitty attitude that every media outlet don't really, like, they don't really know you, right? They're trying to walk on eggshells trying to please you if they potentially want to do anything with you. And Cardi's somebody who's like mad down to earth with them. You know what they're going to do? Probably give her the benefit of the doubt. So that's why I always would. I'm glad you said Nicki don't play the game, because what usually y'all say when, oh, Cardi got people on payroll. No, Cardi is just not an asshole. Surprise. Cardi's not an asshole. Nicki's an asshole. Everybody knows that. Everybody says it. There's not one person in this industry. I just seen Jason Lee today. We're going to get into all that. I might have to get into it now because, shit, I feel like, I was trying to do like a summary of all of our topics and I'm going too far in. But Jason Lee was just talking about how Nicki was trying to do some weird. Again, you hear what y'all keep saying is payroll is people being assholes. Like, listen, you could tell if you're wondering if somebody's on somebody's payroll, you'll see promotional posts, but they're gonna be for music. Like, this is what people have fooled y'all about. So and so is on so and so's payroll. Who gains money or who would pay money to be like, hey, let's say this argument between Offset and Nicki's husband, which is really like, an ancillary part of the Cardi and Nicki beef. Do you think that Republic, which is Nicki's label, or Atlantic is paying for blogs to make either one look good? It got nothing to do with music. Now, that's different than, okay, Cardi got a new song coming out. We want all the blogs or we want everybody to post it. Yeah, duh, they probably are going to spend money. Hey, could y'all post up Cardi new single? Bongos is lit. That's how marketing goes. So if you're saying payroll, that's how marketing goes. You market a record. If Nicki don't have her records marketed, I keep telling y'all, she's an idiot. She's an idiot and Republic is an idiot. She's not Drake. Drake don't need, from what I know, Drake has never paid a blog. Drake has never paid no billboard or, let's wrap this bus with my fucking cover art. He don't need to do it. It's Drake. Nicki not Drake now. She the best female rapper ever, but she not Drake. She got to know her place. Shorty, you do need it. You and Cardi compete. Drake competes with no one. Let's be honest. Drake competes with no one. Drake just fucked around and dropped the song. I don't even think they got a video. It's going to be number one. He competes with no one. He don't need that shit. Nicki, you do. Sorry, you do. Well, I won't say you do, but you do if you're trying to separate yourself from Cardi, because what people like, this is what the Barbs hate to admit. The difference in clout or the difference in litness between, like, I'm not talking about rapping skill level. The difference in clout and litness level between Cardi and Nicki is not that much. Sometimes Cardi's hotter, sometimes Nicki's hotter. They're like right here, neck and neck, constantly, neck and neck. Drake and nobody's neck and neck. It's like Drake and the rest of these niggas. It's the reality of it. Okay? All right. Cool. Where should we start, people? Where should we start? I think there's